If I ever have to explain what feline leukemia is to somebody, I'm just gonna show them this rifle. So thanks for that, I guess. Blech.
Thanks to our sponsor, Spartan Armor Systems, for making this video possible. Spartan Armor Systems is dedicated to providing the best American-made body armor in the industry for civilians, law enforcement, and the military. You can find out more at SpartanArmorSystems.com. Protect what's yours.
Hey there, Tundra Nation, and welcome back to the channel. Now, we have been on a bit of a hiatus for reasons, but this time they're actually good reasons. Along with the grand return of Roast My Rifle, I am excited to announce we are now officially partnered up with our good friends over at ARFCOM. So on their next video, make sure to go give them a shout and tell them what a colossal mistake that they've made. Also, we've got a backlog of your firearms from the Tundra Nation Discord to roast, so sit back, get ready to take your medicine, and let's get roasty. Our first submission comes from Yes Man, who really should just learn how to say no. Buddy, I know it's almost Halloween, but this collection of horrors is way too scary. I can't imagine the size of the stiffy the manager of the wood varnish section of your local hardware store gets when you pull up in the 1980s classic family staple, the Woody station wagon. You keep this collection in hopes that Doc Holliday is gonna ask you to join his posse. Here's the deal with that though. Doc had 2 guns for seeing double while drunk. You, sir, have all of these because of what I can only assume are 2 lazy eyes that you inherited from your genetics. But the partially consumed bottle of Izzy sparkling water, your ability to put away shotgun shells, or nail clippers, well, this all tells me that you don't finish too much, and that is a big sad for Mrs. Yes Man. Especially after you clearly have dragged her to cowboy shooting competitions where you come in a respectable second to last, all the while listening to her complain the whole ride home that she is drier than a tumbleweed on fire. Ouch. Our next firearm comes from Kasatsu, and it's a Panzer Arms clone of the Benelli M4. Okay there, bud. Time for some hard-hitting truths and life lessons. Trying to be John Wick on a Wesley Snipes budget is never a good look, my man.
How do you think that we fund this organization, huh? We're not exactly the March of Dimes.
Buying cheap Turkish semi-auto shotguns is the result of being born by a mother who wiped back to front through the entire pregnancy. That's hurtful. Oh my God. I know money's tight for all of us, but some things can't be cloned. Pig and elephant DNA just won't splice. This shotgun gives me George Clooney vibes, and not Ocean's 11 George Clooney. I mean Batman Forever George Clooney, without even the courtesy of the Dark Knight nips. Ping! You do have a good handrail from Midwest Industries and a decent red dot from Vortex, but just like the RGB lights in my computer won't make it run any faster, good accessories will not make this thing a Benelli. The problem, Kasatsu, is
you put the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable.
By the way, get that thing off your grandma's bedroom floor before it leaves a stain. Our next submission comes from a user whose name I am not going to say on YouTube. Nope, let's just call him Silver Rule 34. Silver, do me a favor and close your eyes right now. Do you hear Creedence Clearwater Revival playing in the background, or possibly the sound of Huey's flying in a formation? It ain't me, it ain't me, I ain't no fortunate one. Ah, shit, we are still recording. I'll see myself out. I do have to congratulate you on this build. With a 20-inch barrel, a carry handle, and a polymer lower, you set back the AR platform over 50 years using modern technology. Most impressive.
Most impressive.
Now, once the LSD wears off and you realize the napalm you've been smelling is actually a Pop-Tart burning on the hot plate in your mom's basement, I hope you'll make better life choices. I'm not gonna hold my breath though, given that the carpet hasn't been vacuumed since the fall of Saigon, and I'm betting that is not Mountain Dew in the bottle on the floor. That's gross. This rifle may be Stoner's design, but it's sure as shit your rifle now, buddy, and we are all just happy it's not ours. Speaking of questionable decisions, you could come join me over on Twitch at twitch.tv/Tundra Gaming Live, where I play games, talk guns and movies, and hang out with the Tundra community for a few hours each and every single day. I'll be live right after this video drops, so come on over and hang out. Moving on. 5 Flavor Grunge Punch brings us a KS-47 with 3D printed parts and a totally not copyright infringing brand IKEA chest rig. This is the Tarkov loadout that you're forced to run after some 14-year-old nerd claps your ass in customs with his Scav Saiga shotgun and takes all your good gear. Your attempt at making an ADAC is impressive in the same way that putting a Lamborghini carbon fiber body on a 1980s Fiat Panda is impressive. We recognize the time and effort, but still wish you'd used it to better yourself or humanity. Like your last date, we're not mad, we're just disappointed. You've got Cobra optics on there, which are not as good as EOTech, or as accurate, or even as robust, but they do have the benefit of being more expensive. Welcome to communism, comrade.
Look at those fools.
I'd roast you even more, but that credit card bill coming in the mail later this month will do more damage than I ever could. If you enjoy doing damage to the YouTube algorithm, like this video and tell me what else I should have roasted on these guns. Or heck, act like my previous employers and tell me everything that I did wrong. If it's a great comment, my writers are gonna steal it and give you 0 credit. So hit that thumbs up button like a champ. The Wedge Tactisloth is our next volunteer with his SIG P320. The Wedge informs us that he substituted a Wilson Combat Grip module, added a Steiner red dot, milled the slide, and replaced the trigger. Wedge, you now pose the Tundra Nation with a real philosophical humdinger. If you replace every part on a SIG P320, do you in fact still have a SIG P320? I don't know. But what I do know is you are probably $1,000 poorer and still only have a SIG P320 with enough original parts left over to build another stock SIG P320. But then you'd still have 2 P320s and inevitably upgrade the new one, leaving you more OEM parts for another P320 to assemble. This sounds familiar.
I do coke, so I can work longer. So I can earn more. So I can do more coke.
Wedge, if you're gonna put so much effort into making a factory pistol run correctly, just buy the 1911 and the fishing vest now. Why run the race when you can start at the finish line? Wow, good lord. This is a submission from Scrim in the Tundra Nation Discord and is considered an actual gun. Scrim, you can just be honest with us. You started upgrading this shotgun after deciding huffing paint was fun, but these are the only 2 colors that you hadn't sprayed into a Kroger shopping bag and wrapped around your face. This is an example of a rejected weapon skin from Warzone. It's so bad you could shoot it outside of a police station in GTA and they'd take a star away from you in sympathy. Scrim simply put, a tree died to make this, and you owe the forest an apology. Next, sent to us from Unclassified Workings. Wow, this thing is a furry marital aid chambered in 50 Beowulf. Unclassified tells us the rifle isn't finished until he puts more fur on the brace, so this build will only get more awkward. When Unclassified takes his Red Rocket rifle to range days, it rubs itself up against his buddy's rifles, while everyone embarrassingly tries not to notice. This rifle build is so cringe, when posted to WorldStar, they shut their website down. I'm not sure what message you're trying to convey with this rifle, but I do know the local petting zoo has a Polaroid of you stuck up in the security shack. Do us all a favor and send this rifle to a nice farm upstate, please. Next! What in the hell is this thing from Bloodvow 333? I know when I'm being trolled. You building this abomination has made us all— I know when I'm being trolled, right? No? Shit. Well, this abomination has made us all dumber, and some ideas should stay just ideas. This firearm is clearly a product of some fever dream made with parts rejected by Keltec, and I'm going to delete any record of it from the Discord right after this to prevent any further contamination. If I ever have to explain what feline leukemia is to somebody, I'm just gonna show them this rifle, so thanks for that, I guess. Blech. This submission from Mason begs a question. Mason, do you like to get hit in the meat and 2 veg? Do you enjoy forceful impacts on Richard and the twins? You must, because spending $1,800 to buy a 6-pound weight on a single point sling that's just gonna smack you right in the twig and berries when dropped is a unique use of disposable income. Mason, we aren't judges here at the Tundra Nation. We accept everybody, but there are easier ways to satisfy this fetish. Just go to a family reunion and start up a game of wiffle ball. No need to waste the time of these Sig Sauer engineers indulging your particular penchant. Heck, go ahead and monetize it, record it, make it a track for YouTube and America's Funniest Home Videos. Rip Bob Saget. All right, if you made it this far down the rabbit hole, give yourself a fire emoji down in the chat, for you are the rare breed that can handle a full Tundra roast. Check us out live again on Twitch over at Tundra Gaming Live, where I'll be streaming right after this video drops. Also, if you want to submit your firearm for a roast, come on over to the Tundra Nation Discord. You'll find a link below. You'll also find friendly firearm owners with questionable life advice. Thanks for watching, folks, and don't forget to join us next time when we still don't know what the fuck we're doing. Bye-bye.